Have you ever seen a whale die? In shallow waters, the carcass might float to the surface or end up bloated on the beach. The great beasts of the blue greet the sun one last time before moving on to the icy waves of the hereafter. But deeper down, they sink to the ocean floor, and all the creepy crawlies come out to feed on the gloaming titan. It's the witching hour, my friends. Do you see the tip of the tail yet? Like a graceful dancer bending against the endless curve of time. The corpse has barely settled, and the bottom feeders are out in full force. So be careful, kindred. You may take your fill of the dead, but beware of what still lurks in the abyss, hiding from the light. The feast has only just begun.
You're the whales. I waited for it.
Don't whales blow up, though?
On the beach they do.
Yeah.
I don't think they just naturally blow up in the ocean.
No, they naturally blow up.
Admittedly, I naturally blow up on the beach too.
I joined you all because I thought I'd be safe from that monster.
Not one of you, not one of them. What the fuck am I?
You're one of us.
Good evening, travelers, and welcome back to the Court of the Jester Princes. I am your storyteller, Jonas Tintenseher, and we are playing Vampire the Masquerade V5 Midnight Gravity. Joining me tonight, our modest Malkavian, Sky Swanson.
Hi there. When a fish fact mammal edition, when a whale falls to the bottom of the ocean, it's called a whale fall.
Oh.
When this happens, it'll create a new ecological zone over the course of years, as organic tissue is broken down over months and can enrich the nearby sediments for every year, but the skeleton can last for years.
Reggie.
Our hospitable Hikata, Andrew Frost.
Hi, my name is Antonio Stregano. Did you know that commonly morticians will use perfumes that the deceased once used in life to bring more life to a subject? In olden times, these perfumes were made with ambergris, a product derived from whale blubber.
Wow.
Antonio.
Real quick on the whale facts. Curious to see what Casey has.
No, give me a minute.
Timeless toreador, Rachel Kordell.
I'm Mars, and tonight's song is Mercury Girls by Lauren Hoffman, featuring Sky Hoffman.
That's not Baby Beluga.
Make it whale themed.
What's wrong with you?
No, that would be spoilers.
Oh, interesting.
Wait, I don't know what that means.
She has another song about whales, I guess.
Whales sing. You could do some a whale song.
You could sing us a whale song.
You said make it about whale, and I said that would be spoilers.
Ooh, okay, I get it. Good pun, Rachel.
Thank you, Jonas.
Okay, our laudable Lasombra, special guest Meghan Martin.
Oh, I was like frantically looking for something about whales.
You can go whale watching in Seattle.
You can go whale watching in Seattle. Chaz here with a super fun Seattle fun fact. Are there killer whales in Seattle? Hold on, I'm reading to find out. No, there's not. There are, in fact, no killer whales. Only the nice ones in Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Chaz.
Oh, okay. I was just guessing that there weren't, but I didn't know. And our thoughtful thin blood Casey Reardon.
I play Mathias Wilson, and are you thirsting for a Thurston fact?
Simply parched. Please go on.
So curious.
Great. Did you know that When Howard Thurston died of pneumonia, he didn't blow up like a whale? That's a Thurston fact.
That was a double fact. He died of pneumonia and did not blow up like a whale.
Correct. Yeah, I had
You're
to
off the hook for next
shoehorn
episode.
in a real fact in there.
Can Chaz fact check herself because I did just lie to everybody. So there were actually 1,220 sightings of killer whales in 2022 in Seattle. So lots of killer whales.
That's a lot of killer whales.
Record breaking last year, actually.
Man, Timothy could have had a bad time.
Last time on Midnight Gravity, the coterie returned to Lasombra Primogen Olga Artemyevna to report on Ajax's attack at the Marchmont Group auction, then went their separate ways for the night to suffer in solitude from their success. Mars recovered from her own memories with the help of her band, the Furies. Mathias and Antonio had a heart-to-heart on the way home. Chaz found a couple of old friends down in the sprawl. And Reggie earned another stain on his humanity and a damaged advantage on her character sheet. When the dawn broke over Seattle, you all made for your havens to escape the sun. And you did not dream. It is March...
Oh, it's not. It's December 18th.
It is March 23rd, the night of March 23rd, 2027. You all rise from your various havens and or places where you may have crashed for the day. Before anything else, everyone, please make a rouse check.
If I must.
Are you sure about that?
What if we don't have our sheet open?
I can make a rouse check for you.
It's gonna take a while for us to get there. No, I can do it. It's just gonna take a long time.
Okay, well, we'll wait.
Rouse check.
I'm hungry. I'm getting hungry.
I'm gonna need to eat.
I'm no more hungry than yesterday, but I'm still hungry.
Why are you hungry? You ate a whole man.
Well, several dead men.
He's a growing boy.
Did you fail a lot more rouse checks after that, Andrew?
I think so. I think I was trying to rouse the blood for stuff, and it didn't go well.
Shame.
I did actually fail my rouse check. Look at that.
Oof.
Can't wait
Love
to
to hear it.
succeed my rouse check.
Yeah, Sky's gonna be the only one to succeed.
I
No.
failed my rouse check.
All right. So
No,
you're at
no.
100.
Antonio was the only one to succeed.
Guys, I'm gonna need a snack break.
Samesies.
Samesies.
Snack sounds great, right? Oh, you mean in character.
Is there any blood at the mortuary I can just guzzle down before my day's plans?
Well, we will resolve that momentarily.
Awesome.
Second of all, everyone may recover willpower equal to the higher of your resolve or composure. And I will give everyone one extra willpower because your role-playing was just so delicious last time.
Thank you.
Aw,
Sick.
thanks, bud.
I needed it.
Full restore.
That'll be useful. I never use it.
I'm one off.
Yeah, I'm one off as well.
Nice clean willpower bar.
I've got willpower for days.
And then lastly, before we attend to the evening's business, if anyone would like to go hunting before meeting up with the rest of the coterie, you may roll your predator pool.
Of course.
Yes, please.
I'd also like to heal my wound before
that's
I go hunting.
That's
Another
a
rouse check. Yeah. Oh, now I'm at 3 hunger. As I go hunting, do I go hunting or do I go to my farm?
You do have a herd, yes. You can just slake off your herd. You have not used any of it this week, so that's all good.
Oof.
With 3 successes and a bestial, do I just have a low supply now?
You may slake 1 hunger. You are still struggling to re-up your supply from the last time you drained it.
I got 1 success.
What is your hunger at?
3.
You may slake 1 hunger.
Wonderful.
Chaz, you may slake 1 hunger.
Thank you.
Actually, no, Chaz, you are not feeding in the same domain. You have an easier time of it, so you may slake 2.
Oh, yay. I'm just preying on all those girls with MLMs.
Reggie, you could slake.
Yeah, I mean, I got 1 hunger, so let's slake it.
Yeah, so you want to kill someone else? We can do that. Otherwise, you're going to stay at 1.
Tempting.
10 feels real good.
Reggie is on that frenzy drug right now, right?
You're on the high of it.
Next
you have
night.
you have your high functioning addict, but it is not you're not on the immediate consumption of it.
Okay then.
Your high functioning addict is functioning, so you have your advantages is operating, so you do have a 1 die bonus to resolve pools.
Yeah.
In terms of my herd, I believe they're phlegmatic and melancholic, but that is not particularly what I'm looking for at the
It
moment.
changes week to week, so you do whatever you want.
Oh, it's a new week.
Yeah, it's been a month since the last time you used them in Chronicle, so...
I feel like I used them before we went to...
Oh, yes, you did. You did, right before the auction.
That would have been phlegmatic, but I still would have another option.
You could have another pick, yes. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go off my herd, and I'm going to go with Sanguine.
Okay.
You want to roll for potency?
Oh, yeah, I should do that.
9. Thank you, Jonas.
It's another intense resonance. Shut the fuck up.
Thank you, Storyteller.
I really don't mean to keep giving you those.
Yes, you do. It's fine.
It's all on the dice. Okay. Yep, that's an intense resonance for you. So, with that, everyone gathers, having stopped off to feed. Let me look up what time sunset is, because that's a thing I can do with the wonders of modern technology. 7:21, so it's probably about 9 o'clock, 9:30 by the time you guys all gather at the little ramshackle house at the end of the cul-de-sac in Magnolia where Pox makes her hacker den. Who shows up first?
I think Mathias wants to show up to give Pox the hard drive.
Sure.
What day is it?
Is a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday, so I don't have a show or anything in there yet.
Nope.
No. Then I would probably swing by earlier than later. I don't know if I necessarily need to be first, but I am eager to talk, so...
Yeah, I mean, you'll show up a few minutes after Mathias, probably.
Sure.
And how have deaths been recently?
I mean, crime is always on the rise. Gun deaths are going up every year, so you've got some work to do, so you might be a little bit later than the rest.
Okay.
Reggie, I assume, finding their way over in some capacity.
I mean, Reggie's going to
With
take
no real
their
urgency.
sweet time. Yeah, Reggie is going to take their sweet... It might... I mean, your guys' conversations might start without Reggie even being there yet.
Sure.
Because Reggie is right now just kind of hunting for the fun of it.
And Chaz?
I think that Chaz probably actually got there very early, but just didn't quite go in yet because she was just kind of scoping the place out.
Okay.
But she would probably, if there is a set meeting time that we had, she would probably be like right on the dot. If not, I think she would wait until a couple people were already in.
Got it.
And then she would also just have arrived.
Yeah, so then, Chaz, you will see Mathias arrive in a new car, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, I bought a car.
Yeah, bought a used car. What kind of car is it, Casey?
Oh God, I'm not a car guy. It's somebody else pick.
Just a like, it's a sedan, a coupe. Like, what color is it?
A Camry.
Camry is very common, sure.
It's probably like a hatchback of some sort.
Sure.
That is rusting on the top and has a lot of hail damage.
Not a scooter.
I bought a used car. It's a scooter.
It's another scooter.
So yeah, you see this hatchback pull up. Mathias gets out, goes inside in his coat. 10 minutes later, Mars shows up in her dark red sedan, and you may enter. Antonio will arrive maybe another 30 minutes after that, and Reggie at some point. In fact, Reggie, why don't you roll a d10? Just one d10.
Okay, I'll figure that
no
out.
reason.
Which is a 1. Incredible.
So they're pretty on time.
Okay, 1. So Mathias,
Mm-hmm.
you you said you want to give Pox her hard drive, but that was recovered a month ago. So would you have given it to her then, or do you think Mathias?
I probably
is not?
would have given it to her before the month.
Yeah.
Like in that time, he probably
So she's
would've.
been, so she has been working on it. So in that case, you will enter. Pox calls up, hey, Mathias?
Yeah.
Okay, I could tell by the footsteps. How's it going?
It's good. I'm gonna make my way down to her.
Okay, yeah.
We're not just gonna yell back and forth.
She's happy to. Yeah, you see her at her hacker cave again, sat up on her computer chair like Elle from Death Note. She's got a bunch of stuff open. She does have Jimmy's computer in. She's like installed a separate computer tower to run his hard drive off of, and has linked up all her monitors together. She's like, so, how'd that thing go yesterday?
Not great, Pox.
Shame.
Any luck with the hard drive?
Yeah, it's tough to crack, but I've been working at it. Jimmy's got all kinds of crazy shit on here, man. Did you know he had like a lot of Bitcoin? Like a lot.
I'm pretty sure that's tanked at this point.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Is it crashed in 25, and he just had like, he should have sold, man.
All my money's in gold.
Oh, yeah, damn. Okay.
Matthias is just Ron Swanson. He's buried all of his gold out back.
She's like, no, he must have been like hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt at least, and probably a lot
crap.
more. So
anything about Seogen on there?
Not on his computer, but I was looking through his phone. He did have some texts about that. It was kind of in code speak, but I'm smart. So, is it just you tonight? Is everyone else?
They're on their way. I guess we can wait for them.
Yeah, I mean, it should be a group.
At that note, I would probably come right in after that. You'd hear the door upstairs as Mars enters. Hello?
Oh, damn. I was going to say Antonio.
No, you can, because she's in the shoes. So.
I come downstairs. Hey. Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, Mars.
Hi.
Matthias just nods.
Hi, Matthias. Yeah, so how was, I saw the car outside. That's nice. Good upgrade.
Yeah, I guess. For the weather and all.
Yeah. Was it the comics that got you the car? Or
Yeah, turns out they were actually worth something.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Jimmy collected a ton of like old like DC he loved Batman. He loved he was really into Plastic Man. I don't know. That's like
Yeah. Do we still have the other stuff that was in his place?
What stuff?
The Elysium?
It's here somewhere. There's like you guys brought there was like a box of.
I think we just grabbed one because they were all the same, right?
You grabbed a couple flyers, yeah.
Oh.
So there's a couple different of you grabbed.
Right.
Are there any in the vicinity? I was gonna go and grab it.
Yeah, Pox probably has one on her desk actually.
Cool. So I want to walk over and pick it up and look at it.
The February issue of Elysium has all the things you would expect from an occult newsletter. It has a set of horoscopes down the side by one Runa Roth. There is a front page article with a byline that refers only to the mumbling magpie that is essentially in sort of coded language because this newsletter goes out to mortals and kindred. But it is essentially just talking about the upcoming end of the treaty between Clan Hecata and the Camarilla, known as the Promise of 1528, which is due to expire 500 years after its founding in 2028. The article itself obviously doesn't refer to any of that, but it sort of is obliquely referring to a trade deal between local leadership and newcomers from Europe, and sort of just making no real statements, just kind of snide remarks about how someone's going to get mad and someone's probably going to die.
Sorry, Magnolia Bridge was backed up. What I miss?
I think as Antonio arrives, Matthias just kind of looks away. Doesn't really pay much attention to Antonio at this point.
Hi, Antonio.
Hi, Mars. Any word on Reggie?
No. They said that they weren't coming, so I mean, I was just giving them their space, so I mean, if they don't come, I wouldn't be surprised. But they know we're here, I guess. Maybe. Honestly, I don't know that for sure.
And then you guys hear a knock, 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 knock.
I guess I'll go upstairs and check who it is.
I mean, I have to be invited in, right?
Oh. Hey, Chess.
Hi.
Just gonna stand there, or?
Well, are you going to greet me? Bring me inside?
Oh, yeah,
Show me where everybody is?
Come on in. Come in, Chess.
Thank you. What a great host.
Listen, I don't know your proclivities. I just met you.
I think this is like a basement, right?
Yeah.
Everyone is currently hanging out in the basement, yes. As you go downstairs, Chaz, as you kind of step a foot outside the wall that blocks the cellar stairs, you feel this kind of tingle, and you realize Pox has some UV lighting as part of her like RGB gamer setup that is going to cause you some trouble if you stand in full view of it.
Oh, okay. That's fun. So I am going to try to find, I suppose, the darkest corner of the room and see if I can lounge there
For your folkloric bane, UV light is as bad as sunlight.
Yeah.
So you will do best to stay out of the basement.
Oh, I can't go in at all.
Chaz, you look uncomfortable. Should we move somewhere else?
Just smoking and on fire. You seem uncomfortable. You okay?
You gonna finish coming down the stairs, or?
Yeah, no. The minute I step in, I'm like, ooh, you know what? Actually, I think that maybe I'll just wait outside. I'll see you guys outside. How about that?
Or we can just all go upstairs and sit in the living room.
Why outside?
Are you scared of computers because you're Alessandra?
I'm not afraid of computers. I'm a little afraid of you. Hello, stranger.
Hey,
but
I'm Pox.
I believe it. I think that maybe we should just reconvene somewhere else. Maybe somewhere that's not so dark and covered in all of this unnatural lighting.
Well, we're not going to get much natural lighting.
You don't like... That's fine. She reaches over, she turns off the UV light.
Oh, but all the blacklight posters.
Yeah, they fade out.
Oh.
It's just the rainbow RGB lighting now.
What's the point?
But she turns it off, and you are able to poke more than 1 foot down the stairs safely.
I perch at the bottom of the stairs as if this is as far as I would like to go. But yeah. I won't be going any further.
Reggie's usual spot.
This is where we lock the door and turn the lights back on.
Ooh.
Scandal.
Right, yeah.
We have couches upstairs. Like, we don't have to... It's okay to... No? Okay, we're down here.
I don't think Pox likes leaving her
I
chair.
don't know about you guys. I love a couch. But I guess if some of us just want to be basement dwellers, that's fine. And we can all just stay down here.
Am I part of the group discussion? I'll come upstairs.
Well, if we want to talk about what's on the hard drive, Pox, then yeah, we'd like to have you in the discussion.
You can always come upstairs.
Are we letting Pox upstairs? What?
Okay, let me. I'll cover that first. You guys don't have to hang out. That's fine. So Jimmy's got a lot of stuff on this hard drive, and it's going to take me some more time to push through all of it. Like you said, it looks like he was building a map of the sprawl. She pulls up this program where you see has one of those. You see he has this LiDAR grid of the sprawl, and the important thing about it that you can surmise that the voice on the computer was interested in is that Jimmy has coded this program, and it is seemingly able to track or at least respond to shifts in the sprawl's architecture. It's not clear if that's automatic or if it's something input he has to put in, but Pox scans through. You can see, like, you have this certain grid on one night. She scans forward 2 weeks, and things have shifted. It's not a complete randomization, but parts have moved. New tunnels and passages have opened up, and all the while it keeps going deeper down. And she says, I don't know what that voice was, but if it was able to access his computer down there, it's going to be able to access it here. So that's why I have it on its own tower. I'm not hooking that shit up to my setup. No way. I haven't heard anything from it yet, but if I do, you'll be the first to know.
This is amazing. Can you print that out so we can make a map? Can you print this?
Yeah. No. You could trace it, I guess.
Mars tenses up at the reminder and realization that this is the drive from that computer, but she kind of holds herself together and is like, about that thing, this was the hard drive from that computer?
Yeah.
The computer voice said that we should work with it, or it wasn't going to be good for us. So, I mean, has anyone else had anything like happen in regards to that? Because I don't know, we kind of just nothing happened, and I'm kind of concerned about that.
Nothing I've noticed.
I mean, it had to know that we needed time to crack whatever was on the hard drive anyway, so...
I mean, if it wanted us to have it...
I'm assuming it was going to give us time. It probably knows that we have the information now, so now is probably when it's going to start asking stuff of us.
As you say that, the computer screen shifts. I'm just kidding.
God damn.
I was like, that would be really good timing. Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess I just, was a little concerned about that. So, yeah, I mean, if nothing's come up from that, then maybe it just, I don't know, You're right. Maybe we needed to crack the hard drive first. But I mean, wouldn't it just give us the information if it wanted us to have it?
Do you really think a mysterious voice that comes over a computer that we didn't own and knew who all of us were would not want to make us work for it? It seems like the type. Just saying, a bit of mystery, showmanship. I thought you'd know about that, Mars.
It's pretty classic for creepy computer voice.
Yeah. Pox and I high five.
You know, my kind of entertainment isn't necessarily making my audience, work to have a good time. I like to just make them smile.
It's called suspense. Yeah, people don't like thinkers.
What is your deal sometimes? I don't really understand why you have such a hard time with, I don't know, like, why don't you perform anymore?
I think Mathias just gets real serious for a second and just says, yeah, that is a good question, Mars.
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe ask the Primogens about that.
Oh, ask the Primogens about it. Okay. I mean, I guess I just don't understand, like, you have all of these, like, every now and then you say something about, like, my performances or whatever, but, like, I don't understand why you don't give yourself that sometimes. I mean, the ability to perform on any scale.
Mars, this is not a conversation we need to be having now.
I mean, look, it doesn't need to happen right now this second if you're really uncomfortable about it, but, I think we need to be more open across the board just with everyone. And the eyes kind of float from Mathias to Antonio to Chaz and to Pox as well. And it's like, I joined up with you guys because I needed more kindred connections and friends, and admittedly, I haven't been open about everything myself either, and that's okay because secrets are like our currency. But in general, I think we kind of need to get some stuff out and air some baggage, especially if we're all tied up into whatever this mess is right now with this Oculus and all of this other stuff that's going on. Like, if we are going to survive whatever this is, we're not going to do it behind closed doors. Not from each other.
Fine. I don't get a choice in a lot of things that I do, Mars. I don't have the luxury of breaking a masquerade and having it swept under the rug for me. My actions have consequences.
My actions also have consequences. So don't think that they're completely void. Don't worry. I've had my own things that I've had to solve in the past. And
at least the thing that makes you can still do.
Well, I guess that's part of why I'm asking you about your thing. Like, I don't understand, the situation. I've had limited interactions with Thin Bloods before coming to Seattle, so I don't understand, and really, I want to.
All right. You want to know what it's like to be a Thin Blood? Fine. When I was embraced, it was by a Nos named Podrick Rousker. Said he could give me a show that would last forever, last until the end of days. Told me to meet him at this spot. And I sat there for the entire night, waiting for him to show up. And he never did, because I'm not what he wanted me to be. I was left on my own, much like Reggie, to be honest, and I feel bad for the kid, but at least he has somebody now who's rooting for him, a Primogen no less. Whether or not he takes that's on them, but they have somebody. I have no one. There isn't any leadership for Thin Bloods, and what little we try and scrounge together is under the iron grip of the Camarilla. I don't know if you were here during the Week of Nightmares, but just think about how every kindred, every Nodist, thinks that your very existence will bring about the end of days. Ooh. And having everyone hunt you down, hunt all of the people like you down, and that is all they can think of, and all you can do is hide, bury your head in the sand. And you think it's blown over, but it never is, because there's always some zealot out there who just wants to take your head off. That's what it's like being a thin blood Mars.
She's quiet for a second, but her eyes drift down to the floor and then back to yours. I would say sorry, but I know you don't want my pity, and frankly, I don't want to give you pity. Because I don't think you need that. Not from anybody else. I mean, you're a stage magician, right? That's what you were?
Yeah. Once upon a time.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I lived here in the 50s, I took my daughter once to see this stage magician who was fantastic. Probably one of the best ones in Seattle. I remember Nancy absolutely loved him and babbled about it for weeks. The show created such joy in us, and I just know that you do it for the same reasons. To create joy in people. So when I see you not doing it, I mean, the Camarilla has a problem with you doing even a small stage operation. Like, is that really an issue?
You see this? And he points to the back of his neck, kind of like almost behind the ear.
Yeah.
And there is this deep brand. It's the Thin Blood Half Moon. And he says, this is what they give Thin Bloods that are allowed to exist here. This is control. Some sort of blood sorcery. I don't know much about it. But to even be allowed to exist, you have to do what they say. And sure, there's not a prince now, and maybe I could talk to the next one and be like, hey, can I perform again? But is that even worth the risk? The next prince could just as easily want to kill me just for being me, a Thin Blood, let alone give me something for nothing. All because of some random mutation of the blood, because my fangs aren't as sharp as yours, and because I'm not, I don't know, quite as dead as the rest of you. I'm further from Cain, is what they would say. Whatever that means. There is no friendship after being embraced. It's all manipulation. Everybody wants something from you. I feel like you know that.
Yeah. I guess I relate to that a little bit more than you would think. I guess if we're going around the circle sharing our stories, not to, I mean, you guys know about my separation from my management team. I know it was all over the news for a little bit while it was happening, but it wasn't a good situation, and my manager was my sire, and it's hard to go into the details right now, so apologies for not being entirely open as I really wish to be. But yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of my unlife learning that my embrace was a lot more glamorous than most people. But that doesn't mean my unlife was as glamorous as you seem to think it is. Believe it or not, in the 60 some odd years that I've been a kindred, I haven't had a lot of opportunities to make friends outside of my band. Not because I didn't want them, I just couldn't have them. So I'm still unsure what a true friendship after the embrace is. The closest thing I have is the bond that I share with the Furies, but after everything we've been through, it's not something I'm going to give up on. Yet. So, I don't know. And she kind of like gets quiet and small, and her eyes kind of go into the middle distance a little bit.
Box, is there anything else on that computer?
No. Well, yeah, there's a lot, but nothing relevant yet. Again, I mean, I'll keep looking. But, well, on Jimmy's phone, actually, he was texting with, I mean, I don't know who it is. I tried to trace it back, but came up dark. if it's another Nos on the other end, they probably have better security than Jimmy did. So I'm gonna keep working at it. I mean, there's a lot left there. But he's got someone in his phone. The contact just says O, like the letter O. Maybe it's a 0. Actually, hold on. She pulls up his phone, goes to the contact, edits it, and tests the letter. No, it's an O. He was texting with this guy. It's not clear what exactly they were trying to do, but they had eyes on Seo Jun for a while. They said they were prepping for his tour to start, and they were going to make him an offer. And Jimmy was supposed to keep track of his movements and find a good opening for this O to approach them, I guess. It's again, the detail. They left out a lot of details, but...
What?
Huh?
That's just...
Someone hired Jimmy to track this guy, and I don't know how that ended up with him embracing them, but...
And the only thing we have to go off of is O.
Oh.
Nothing else about the offer?
I mean, not specifically. I assume they were gonna ghoul him, maybe? It's just my best bet.
It'd be weird to ghoul a public figure.
Not really.
Would it be? It'd be sick as hell to ghoul. It's standard practice to ghoul a public figure.
Well, I mean, someone with, in today's times, I guess it's different.
Just to chime in, that would actually be a huge power move to ghoul a public figure.
You don't want to ghoul anyone that's like in charge of stuff. You want to ghoul their assistants because then you don't have to worry about the direct access. But a pop star? I mean, I don't know. Seems easy enough. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe it was like, maybe they just wanted to like do a like feature on a track or something. I have no idea. I don't listen to that much K-pop. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it seems more methodical than that to me.
Yeah, no, probably. I'm not saying it was the get featured. Sorry, I'm just like, I'm not good with like emotion stuff.
Okay, so our computer hacker friend doesn't seem to be able to give us any more information.
I mean,
so
for now, I'll keep looking.
Let's all go around the circle and just say names we know that start with O.
Yeah, names that start with O. Olga.
Unlikely.
Oregano?
There's Vivian O. Does that count?
I mean, no, because she took in Seo Jun.
Yeah, she literally told us about, which actually when you say it like that sounds a little sketchy, but that's...
We could be cleaning up her mess.
But why would she send us after...
Because he fucked up. He wasn't supposed to embrace her.
But she would have just killed him.
No, yeah, She could have just killed him, yeah. No, that's true.
Well, she did, if you think about it.
There's a toreador that hangs out downtown at that club, Delusional.
Delirium?
Yeah, Delirium. I think that their name is Octave.
Oh, no, I know Octave. Octave is great.
Okay, does that preclude them from being O?
I just can't imagine them doing anything more than hanging out at Delirium and getting more people to go to Delirium. They're great, though. The only thing I could think is that they would want to do something with Seo Jun's music, but like as somebody who's performed there, I don't know. It's a lot.
Probably a bad idea. You could try asking Switchboard. They don't give out a lot of information, but maybe if it was for the safety of the masquerade.
Maybe. Reggie moves in different circles than we do. Maybe he's heard something.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask her when she shows up.
Well...
Not really in kindred circles, to be honest, though.
No, but they're more on the beat of the street.
Again, if she shows up, she might not. I don't know. She seemed pretty adamant about leaving, you know?
I don't know. I think O is something too small to go off of.
I mean, just saying, like, they're already speaking in coded language, I would be pretty doubtful that it's the name anyone actually uses. It's probably a code.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that makes sense. Speaking of people who left, did anyone actually hear from Timothy before he disappeared, or did he just kind of hightail it out of here with no word? Like, weren't we supposed to be watching him or something, or one of us was?
Yeah, that would be me.
Okay. Oh no. And now he's gone.
If he's out of Seattle, then it's fine. If he's not, then technically it was Cross who told me to keep an eye on him. So,
That's valid. That's valid.
Just one more casualty of the chaotic leadership situation here is your due punishment for failing to keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
But really, no one heard from him or anything. He just left.
I mean,
Kind of just showed up too, so.
I gave him a ride back from the harbor.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Reggie!
Reggie is at the bottom of the stairs and just kind of appeared, just is suddenly there.
Chaz jumps because she was also at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, there's suddenly a Reggie next to you.
I think everybody else is engrossed in government. Maybe didn't see Reggie just suddenly appear, but you see Reggie just kind of appear out of thin air.
Ah!
And Reggie is just kind of scratching the back of there and be like, hey guys.
Hey, you're looking a lot better.
Hey.
Yeah, you would see right away that all of the facial damage, because Reggie was basically missing a jaw the last time you saw, and Reggie is now back to being beautiful. I think there are these slight scars along the bottom of their chin.
Yeah.
That looks almost more like a white tattoo snaking out. So it almost adds to their look right now. But they're back to having that beautiful trait. And they kind of scratch the back of their head and are just like,
I said some stuff, and, it would, not be, great if I took it back, but I'll just say, we're all monsters, and I'm a monster too, so I guess it's better to stick together than anything else. Just kind of looks at all of you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't heard from Timothy, and I sent him one of my text messages. But I still got more, so hopefully I'll hear back.
All right, well, doesn't answer that, but we'll keep our ears open.
Cool.
You wouldn't happen to know a kindred with a no, huh?
I met a Bruja once that goes by Oink McSploink. But that's probably not who you're looking for.
God damn it, Sky.
They were pretty
him on the
normal,
board.
actually.
Nope.
Painfully normal.
Oink McSploink.
But just Oink McSploink. They're on the board.
I've heard stranger, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Who have you heard that's stranger?
Oh, I once knew a kindred cop. Guy's name was... what was it?
Don't you fucking
Grungus. Something like that.
Grungus McDungus?
Nah, just Officer Grungus.
Oh, just
All
Officer
right.
Grungus? I don't think I've ever met Officer Grungus.
Yeah,
I only know Oink McSploink.
He keeps to himself.
Regular Brua.
Yeah, no, keeps to himself a lot. Anyways, back to the plot.
No, that was all canon.
While they're doing all of this fun, super plot-worthy stuff, can I get somebody to pass me that copy of Elysium?
Yeah, I'm standing there with it, pretty much.
Mars, if you're the one who brings it over to me, first I just want to point out that I think that the Bumbling Magpie article in this one was 10 out of 10. And I am also going to read my horoscope because I have a very, very special skill that whenever I read my horoscope out of a lithium from Runa, I get an extra die to any skill test coming in.
Wow.
So I'm going to do that while you guys are doing all your little chit chat.
You do.
yeah.
You're this is 2 months ago, last month's edition.
They don't even have a new copy?
Well, this is the stuff that Jimmy had in his hidey hole.
Oh.
So that was a month ago. However, you may just very well have an edition of Elysium yourself in your pocket.
I had it on me and I just pulled it out on the steps
Yeah.
while they were all chit-chatting.
Yeah, you see in the March issue, there is, you do have your horoscopes there by Runa. The sun is in Aries. There's also mention of a flower shop in Capitol Hill that is now stocking copies of Elysium, physical copies. And the front page article by the Mumbling Magpie is about Alec Cross stepping down, but again, in sort of coded language saying he's dead and good riddance. I'm not sad to see Cross go. Maybe he can finally find himself on a tropical island, spend some time in the sun, and do something actually useful for the world, says the article.
So I'm a big fan of the Mumbling Magpie,
Mhm.
me personally, Chaz. And so I'm wondering if there's maybe anything else in that article that would be worthy of like pointing out to the group concerning Alec Cross.
Yeah, there is mention of his, like, the sort of general chaos of Crosstech as a company, because again, this is aimed at mortals and kindred, and it's sort of coded as in like, the mortals at Crosstech don't really know what to do because the stepping down as CEO is obviously a cover-up, right? He, as far as they are concerned, he disappeared. And the kindred are similarly like freaking out because who killed Cross? No one really knows. And there's some speculation in there, again in coded language, kind of pointing to various individuals around the city.
And it notes that the penthouse has been completely sealed off. No one has been in or out. There's been zero access, zero photographs since February 24th.
Chaz has just been on the steps with her feet up, reading her latest edition of Elysium. And she kind of chimes back in and she's like, this is all very lovely. You guys are a very lovely group. If I wanted to watch my telenovelas, I would have stayed home. I think that we've got some business that we could get to, though, perhaps.
We do.
This is business, actually. And I hold up the old copy that I've been holding on to. Did you say the stuff about Cross that Jonas just said? Like, did you say that to us, or is that information that you know?
Yeah, I'm reading it out loud.
Okay, then I would say this was in Jimmy's hideout. Can you give us the spark notes on this? And I would hand you the old copy.
Well, one, he clearly has good taste. And two, what was the article in this one?
The front page
again?
article is about the promise of 1528, the treaty between the Camarilla and the Hecata that is expiring next year. As far as you know, a devout reader of Elysium, as you are, it's not clear why Jimmy would have been interested in this. It's certainly not clear why he would have had a crate full of copies of it. There is nothing in this particular edition, which, you know, there's a couple other pages of various occult information and stories. There is nothing in this particular edition that it seems immediately connected to events at hand. There is mention of the Dragger in one of the inside page stories as just a, you know, reported sighting of the Dragger over in Capitol Hill. But nothing that you know would specifically appeal to a Nosferatu in his situation.
Interesting. I don't know, maybe he was just reading it for the horoscopes.
Okay. Take it back, look it over, dump it on a table.
Chastity, give me... I'm sorry, Chaz. You don't like Chaz.
Yes.
Roll some dice. Give me Wits Investigation with an extra die for your specialty in deduction. And if you want to use your horoscope die, you can as well, but you can save that. That's anytime you like.
Investigation. Let's go.
0 successes.
0 success. Well, you want to spend some willpower?
Yeah,
6
he
dice.
was just really into horoscopes, apparently. Yeah, I'll do a willpower.
3 out of 3. 3 out of 3.
Let's go!
You can
Get
do
that
it.
crit.
Get that crit. Get
Crit,
that bread.
crit,
Get that bread.
2.
2 successes.
That's better.
It's true.
2 successes. I will give you this. As a devoted reader of Elysium, there is something different about the horoscopes in the February edition. You're not exactly, like, at a glance you can't make it out, but you quickly skim through the whole column, and some little investigative ticker in the back of your head pings, and you just know that is not what was printed originally.
Oh, okay.
But you're not sure which part, like where the thing is. You're just like, something's telling you there's something off.
Yeah, no, as a avid reader of Elysium, I will point out to the coterie that, like, I think something seems off about this issue because, you know, I have this issue at home, actually, and I just remember it looking different. Something seems a little wrong. Do you mind if I keep this one? Is that okay? Can I keep this one?
We have more.
You have more of this issue?
Yeah, I pick it back up off the table, and there's a second one, and I give it to you. Yeah, we took a couple of them from Jimmy's hideout. There was like boxes of them in there.
I mean, do you think Runa would know anything?
I was gonna say I'll go talk to them about it.
It's a good plan.
I think talking to Runa would be a great idea.
Cool. A new order of business, and I fold up the copy that I'm holding and pocket it. So...
Jazz, you're the one who called this meeting.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't I?
Yeah.
I was just having so much fun listening to all of you. I do. Actually, you guys were off on a little bit of a tangent earlier, and I think somebody mentioned delirium?
Yeah. I love delirium. Why?
So, Olga owes all of us a favor now at this point, which is really lovely. And the great thing about favors is that they can just keep on coming. So if you do her another favor, I think that she could do another one for you.
What's the favor?
What does this have to do with delirium?
Well, not just delirium. So, there's this fellow Ajax. I think you've met him, right? We're all familiar.
We've been introduced.
Okay, if we were going to move on to this next, then yeah, I have some words and thoughts.
Great. So, I don't think any of us are really happy about how our last, let's say, interaction with Ajax went, especially concerning your friend. She looks at Reggie. So, good news. Olga also isn't so happy with Ajax. So, I think that maybe it's in all of our best interests if we plan a little bit of an ambush for him. Thoughts?
Mars's face is incredibly dark.
Reggie, are you comfortable?
With what? Killing Ajax?
I mean, the discussion at hand, but if you want to go that far.
I say that we go that far.
I agree.
I didn't say kill, I said ambush, but
No, I want to kill him.
To be fair, there wasn't a lot of stipulations put on me, so anything goes as far as that's concerned.
What is it that Olga wants?
Well, that's the thing about Olga, is that I think sometimes she just sees a problem and she just really wants to solve it, and Ajax seems to be a problem, so I think that this is something that we all have in common, is that none of us particularly care for Ajax.
Yeah.
No.
I believe she said she wanted to kill him, or she wanted us to kill him, or whatever the phrasing was.
Semantics. We'll figure out what the vibe is like when we get there. But I think first off, let's figure out maybe how we're going to corner the bastard in the first place.
Well, how about before we even do that, we figure out who's going to come after us when they find out we're the ones who axed him.
I'd have to imagine Ulysses. His father. I don't think he'd be very happy with that.
Yeah, I don't think a Primogen is going to be too happy with you not following orders either. So she's asking nicely right now.
Reggie, did you have something to say?
Huh? What? I forgot.
Okay.
Oh, Sky talking, not Reggie.
Pox says, okay, but what about delirium? You mentioned delirium.
I'm also still waiting for that.
Well, so I think that if we want to, let's just say for right now, corner Ajax, and then we can just see how we're all feeling a little closer to time. I think the two main places that we could maybe, let's say, have a little meet cute with the fella would either be the Early Bird Coffee or Delirium. Not sure which you guys prefer, but we have two options for our little rendezvous.
Well, I'll say Delirium is pretty exclusive, but I also kind of think that Octave would probably be very down for this.
Antonio and Matthias, you two also are familiar with the name Early Bird Coffee. It is a coffee shop downtown near Pike Place where your acquaintance Carrie works, another thin blood.
Oh, okay. I can have Carrie keep an eye out for things. See if I can get a better semblance of where he is.
I don't know if we necessarily want to drop anything on her doorstep, though.
Oh, well, I'll ask her later tonight.
Well, you guys are talking about the coffee shop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would that place do well with a death happening in it?
That's what I'm saying.
Probably not.
Delirium It probably wouldn't affect delirium to have a death in there. Just to put it that way.
And so closes another chapter.
Come on. We barely scratched the surface.
Holy shit.
We're getting to part 2.
Thank you all for listening.
Real fast, before we get into our full plugs, I just wanted to do a quick little shout out for Sounds Like Adventure. They're the creators of The Table Business, which was the podcast that I guested on last week, which if you want to listen to that episode, you can go ahead and take a listen to. But their second season of their actual play for Sounds Like Adventures just dropped. So I just wanted to shout them out and let you listen to their trailer. Please enjoy.
On Tuesday, the 23rd of January, Sounds Like Adventure presents Season 2 of The Shadowy Dealings of the Brothers Macumber. And you read the headline on the front page of the paper, and it says, Chaos at the Hall of Electric Curiosity.
Brother, we made the front page.
I would have thought they'd probably brush it under the rug.
Well, my dear boys. I knew the two of you weren't clever enough to give false names.
Is it Mary Canary?
A bit more rainbow than that.
In their quest to find out what happened to the Runai, there are debts to be paid. But the brothers have debts of their own. So join us wherever you get your podcasts as Sounds Like Adventure presents Season 2 of The Shadowy Dealings of the Brothers Macumber.
And now back to our regular plugs.
Jeez, how do I do an outro? It's been so long.
No, it hasn't.
What hasn't? It's been
Meghan, as our special guest, would you care to take the first plug?
Hi, I'm Meghan. I play Chaz. I would like to plug this show. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Like and subscribe. Leave a review.
Yeah.
And also, if you want to see more of me, I'm at Hello Meghan Martin on Instagram.
That's Meghan with an H.
That's Meghan with an H.
Don't forget the H.
And hello with an H. Both of them.
Not that damn British spelling.
Yeah, it's hello, not hello.
Hello, Meghan Martin.
Appropriate for Chaz. Rachel.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Rachel.
You guys can follow me on Twitch at Majora's Rose. You can follow me on Instagram, instagram.com/Rachel Kordell, and check out our threads. We're just going to pop off each different social media per person. Follow our threads. Woo! That's it.
Casey?
You can follow me over at Casey_Reardon on Instagram and TikTok. I've been actually posting TikToks now.
Yeah, they're so
Huzzah!
good.
This Sunday, March 3rd, I'm going to be joining Clickety Clackety RTA over on their Twitch channel. We're going to be playing a world-building RPG. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, we're going to have a whole bunch of different great GMs and world builders and creative people playing. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 3rd on the Clickety Clackety RTA Twitch channel. So twitch.tv/Clickety Clackety RTA at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 3rd. Come and join us. It's going to be a whole lot of fun and probably a little bit of chaos.
Woo!
TINTENSEHER HIO Linktree YouTube. I'm working on stuff. Thank you.
Andrew.
Andrew, plug.
Hey, iTube, WeTube, YouTube. We got a YouTube account. I don't know what tubing. Oh, I do know what tubing is, but I don't think YouTube is for that.
Move on.
You can probably find out how to tube on there, though. But we have a YouTube, and we don't do tubing tutorials.
Why do you keep mentioning it?
Because it's really fuck you.
Stop saying it.
Like and subscribe, gamers.
We have clips. Watch the clips. Thanks.
Hey guys, go check out our Amazon account and our Apple account as well, where you could post a review. It's sort of like a reverse social media. Rather than us posting, you're posting. Also, we don't really have accounts. They're just kind of there. Through Buzzsprout. Thanks, Buzzsprout, for all your reliable uploading needs. Anywho.
That's a funny intro for those of us on the editing team.
Every week, they do a flawless job.
And nothing ever goes wrong with our
Nothing ever
upload.
goes wrong. They're not listening to this
But it's
shit.
always different. They keep us
on
You gotta
our
keep it fresh. You
fucking
gotta keep it fresh.
toes.
You know what
And every
else is
morning I
keeping me on
go
my
and check
toes?
it, and every morning I say, good morning!
night.
Good evening.
Were there no whales in this outro, though?